Hi there, Serial Trader here. I just want to do a quick video here on SPX. I'm not going to go through the rest as I typically do, just because I want to highlight a potentially nice trade setup heading into next week. And maybe Santa Claus is still going to show up here. Certainly looks like that's getting probable based on the pattern. All right, so I think since the last video we were working with, okay, we had the October low in place, 5 waves off that low, corrected that low, and this was a nice location to get in for a new long position. Okay, well, we've had a good move off of there. We haven't made new highs yet, but I think that's coming shortly. Now, we did 5 waves up for, I would think, an initial wave 1. So we got, okay, backtrack here a bit. We got the big 1, the big 2, of probably a larger 5, which might complete, in the first quarter of this coming year here. We'll see. But nonetheless, 1, 2. Now what I think we have going here is the 1, 2 of the 3 to match the initial 1, 2. Now we have a nice expanded flat ABC. So we went down an A in 3 waves. If I go into the hourly, maybe that, let's see here. Like on the hourly, you got the ABC down for A, ABC up for B, and then we got a 5-wave move down for C. So B made a new high, C made a new low. Basically stopped out everyone, stopped out all the shorts because it took out the prior swing, stopped out all the longs because it took out the prior low. And now I suspect we're setting up for the real move, which will be to the upside if I'm on the right track here. Now just back to the daily time frame. So some targets, I'd say, why not next week? I think we can certainly get it done next week. Initially, at least around this 4,800 area. So that would just be where if we have 1, 2, and 3 merely equals wave 1, which would be a very weak wave 3, that would still get us to over 4,800. Now, if wave 3 gets to just a 1,618, which is a pretty common objective for a wave 3, that gets us to 4,953. And then, of course, we need a wave 4 and a wave 5 for that larger wave 3. But not to worry about that. I think as far as, the last trade for this year, and I kind of consider this the last trade of the year for myself until we start looking at things in January. I think this is the last nice trade setup I got this year, so I figured I'd share it. So what is the trade setup? Well, get long anywhere near current levels. I would say the initial stop, you might get cheesed out on Monday there if they come down one more time to spike the lows. So I would initially put the stop below this level, which would be the 44.95 level on SPX. Give yourself some room with the idea that, okay, as soon as we, move sufficiently off this area, I'm going to tighten up that stop, to this swing low if it isn't already in place. And if we get more sufficient movement, as expected, then we would put the stop, above break even, and at that point we're just managing open profit until we close the trade out. But yeah, I think just based on 5 up, 3 down, 5 up, 3 down, a potential 1-2-1-2 setup going into the Santa Claus rally week, I think it could be a pretty nice move up. And with everyone still sounding pretty bearish out there, and don't get me wrong, I'm feeling pretty bearish myself, but my feelings aren't matching the patterns on the charts just yet. So until they are, I'm still looking to put on a bullish trade. So with that being said, I think it would just be fitting, after all we've seen this year, for the market just to rip everyone's face off and make all-time highs next week, and perhaps significant new highs. I'm kind of expecting or anticipating at least 4,800s next week, but hey, if we get into the 49s next week, all the better, I guess, right? Why not? Just a fitting way to end this crazy year. Okay, well, that's probably what I want to go through just on the wave count here. Now, just a little candlestick stuff here. Well, not really, but okay, moving average, I guess we'll say. Not a particular candlestick signal to remark on here on the daily SPX, but you can see we came down, touch that 50-day simple, and like so many other times, it looks like it's going to hold a support again. Oh, that's one more thing I wanted to show there. But yeah, just before I go back to the other chart. Yeah, just looks like another buy the fucking dip off the 50-day simple moving average, and why would it be any different this time, right? Okay, yes, back to this. Another thing is, I think we did about a measuring here for our wave one high. We did almost a perfect 50% retracement, which also lined up with that 50-day simple moving average of this initial 5 up for the 1 of 3. So that looks like a nice fib support area. So yeah, I'm bottom line expecting a rally into the end of next week. See what happens, but I'm taking a shot. It's up to you whether you do the same. All right, if we don't talk again before the next year, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Serial Trader signing off.